What's up, everybody? Now, I know what you're all going to say. You're all going to say, we've seen this TARDIS before. Well, that's not what we're going to talk about today. It's just there for a backdrop. Today, I'm going to show you a custom figure that I did. Now, disclaimer, I am not a professional. This figure is not, like, perfect. There's major flaws with it, but I'm happy with it. And I've always wanted well, even though it's technically not really him, I've always wanted a custom of this character for a long time, and I finally got round to doing it, and here it is. It is a custom. I'm using this Jaws figure box to hold it all up. It is a custom Peter Cushing Doctor Who from the Doctor Who Dalek movies, Doctor Who and the Daleks, and Dalek Invasion of 2150 AD. Now, you can already see that the figure is heavily flawed. There's bits of imperfections on the coat, around and everywhere. Also, I know that some of you are going to point out that the head sculpt is technically not Peter Cushing. That is a 12th Doctor Peter Capaldi head sculpt, which, yes, you'd be right, it is. How I did this figure, which I'll quickly go through, is I got a first Doctor figure, took the head off, and I repainted the coat brown, the waistcoat that yellowy colour, and the cravat that light blue colour. And with miliput, I added a little red handkerchief because in the movies, Peter Cushing has a handkerchief. Now, I don't think it's red. It doesn't look red in the films, but that's the colour I went with just to break up the colours a bit. And yeah, the head sculpt is a Peter Cushing, not Peter Cushing. Why the hell did I say Peter Cushing? A Peter Capaldi 12th Doctor. However, I've milliputted his hair so it resembles the Peter Cushing Doctor's hair more. And I added a little bit of milliput above his mouth to recreate his moustache. Also, the glasses hanging off the waistcoat aren't on the figure. Those are from a Doctor Who Bracewell figure, which I bought for another custom. Also, the lapels are actually, and the collar on the coat are actually milliput, because the first Doctor's coat has different style lapels to Peter Cushing's coat. Apart from that, it's just generally a first Doctor figure. Painting it was annoying. I had to try different methods and different paints. Milliputting the hair was a stressful situation. Doing the moustache was extremely stressful. Painting the cravat was a nightmare. In fact, this blue is a bit different to what it originally was. In fact, you can see some of the original blue showing through. It's not going to focus. Some of the original blue just doesn't show through. Does show through, does show through. But yeah, that is a quick look at my Peter Cushing custom figure. And yeah, if you want the recipe, as these custom figure makers call them, the body is a first Doctor, any of them. I specifically bought the 5 Doctors version, which is technically the Richard Herndl version of the first Doctor, but it uses the same Hartnell figure body, so it doesn't really matter. And the head sculpt is a 12th Doctor. You can get custom Cushing head sculpts, but they're very hard to get hold of, so I just chose to use a Peter Capaldi, as even though he doesn't look one-to-one like Peter Cushing, he's got a similar, thin, face structure. And yeah, I think he looks great, along with his TARDIS, as he calls it. And I thought I'd throw these in really quick. Now, I will say, I didn't do these customs. I bought these, but I still want to show them off. And I've showed off one of them. We got the Black Dalek and Gold Dalek from the Doctor Who and the Dalek movie. And I finally have my absolute favourite Dalek of all time, which is the Red Dalek from Doctor Who and the Daleks. These are my absolute, possibly 2 favourite Daleks ever. I especially love the red one. These weren't made by me. I will put the the eBay listing, the seller's name down below. And yeah, they do sell some Daleks and other stuff, but you can tell that they're custom figures. Like, you can see the guns don't match, and also the Daleks in the movies don't have these little. Well, they have these thick bases, but not this little gold bit here. I think they're the Dalek Invasion of Earth Daleks, because if you turn them around, you can see there's a little hole where the discs used to be. But they're still brilliant customs. I love them. I think they're really good. I really love this red one. But yeah, that's the excuse the bags. Yeah, that is my Doctor Who movie figurine collection done, I think. I've always wanted a figurine of Cushing's Doctor, his Daleks and his TARDIS, as his police box is my favourite from the programme. Well, I say programme, from the movies. Like, if you include all the TARDIS exteriors from the show and the films, this is still my favourite. I love it. But yeah, that's a quick look at this custom figure. Very rush through. I used model kit paints. I tried some, I don't know what kind of paint it was. It might have been acrylic or oil-based paint for like canvassing on the coat. It went horribly wrong. It was way too tacky. So I stripped it off and I went with, I'll put a picture of the brand up on screen. And yeah, so it was just a mix of trial and error. And whilst you can tell it's a bit crumbly here, and that's just a milliput because I'm not very good with it, yeah, I am pretty happy with it. It's a very good little custom. Probably one of the ones I'm the most proud of. So yeah, that was a quick look at my custom Doctor Who figure. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you whenever. Bye.